Hello future CAs, welcome back to my channel again, your one-stop guide for everything related to CA exams. So if you are new here, I am Pooja, a chartered accountant, and I have an experience of working for Ernst& Young and KPMG. And I also help CA aspirants like you succeed with practical tips, strategies and support. So today we'll be discussing a study plan for CA Foundation exams. So I am breaking down a complete 12-week study and revision planner that includes time for finishing up any pending lectures, doing proper subject-wise revisions, and most importantly, attempting 2 full series of mock test paper. Whether you are just getting started or trying to streamline your preparation, this plan is structured to help you stay consistent, confident, and get exam ready. So guys, grab your notebooks and let's build a study strategy that actually works. Also, if you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, when you visit my channel in the playlist section, you can see there is a separate playlist for CA Foundation exams. So here you will find different videos regarding different types of study plan, subject specific guidance, etc. And there is also a playlist for business law. So here I have made videos on how to present answers for business law, both for case scenario based question as well as direct theory question. And then there is also a playlist for CA Foundation Business Law, Indian Regulatory Framework recorded lecture. And there is another playlist for CA Foundation 1.5 day revision plan. So in this, for all the 4 subjects, you can see as to how you can revise in 1.5 day. That is, after each exam, there will be 1.5 days time, right? So if you want to know how to revise in those 1.5 day, you can watch this playlist. Apart from that, there is also a playlist as CA for students. So in this I have made video where I have shown how you can use CA that is the different techniques in which you can use CA for preparing for your exams. So please visit my channel and do watch the videos in this playlist and make the most out of it. So this is a 12-week study plan. So I have prepared this for the September 2025 exams. However, for whichever attempt you are giving the exam, you can follow this study plan because I have written day wise also. Actually, this is a weekly plan. So whenever your attempt is, you can follow this plan week by week. So before we look at this study plan, let's discuss some important points first. So first point is, it is very important to study the ICI study material, revision test paper and past year papers as well. And also go through the model test papers also. So all of this you can find in the BOS knowledge portal. The next important tip is to prepare notes when you are studying because during the study leave for 2 to 3 months we will be studying, but during the exam only 1.5 day time will be there. So in this time it won't be possible to go through the entire study material and RTP everything. So it is better to prepare notes. So now some tips on how to prepare notes. So if you are preparing notes for accounting suppose, so what you can do is whatever important formats are there, you can note this down in one place. And whatever important concepts are there, you can note that down in one place. And then if you are preparing notes for business law subject, all the provisions, section number you can note down in one place. Then if there are any case law which you have to quote in your answer, you can note that down also in a separate sheet of paper. And then if you are preparing notes for quantitative aptitude, for this you can note down all the formulas in a separate notebook. And then if you are preparing notes for business economics, you can note down all the formulas and also you can note down the concepts in concise format. Also the institute has released something called as Saransh. So this is actually notes in booklet format. So you can use this also for revision purpose. However, please note this is not a substitute for study material. So first you have to study the study material and then only for revision you can use this Saransh. So these notes will be helpful for you one day before the exam. The next important point is, so accounting and business law will be descriptive paper. However, quantitative aptitude and business economics, these are MCQ based paper. So you have to practice MCQ from different sources. You can practice from the MCQ portal as well, which is available on the BOS knowledge portal itself. So if you log in into the BOS knowledge portal, there you can find the MCQ portal. So try to practice as many MCQ as possible. So this will help you in increasing your speed and accuracy of solving the MCQ. Since there is negative marking also for the MCQ, we have to be very careful while answering the MCQ in the exam. So the more we practice, the more experience we'll get in this. And also I have previously made a video as to different sources from where you can practice MCQ. I'll add that video to the end screen. You can watch it from there. The next important point is, do not do selective study. It is important to study all the chapters from the syllabus because questions can be asked from any chapter. And the next important point is to do written practice. So this is very important because most of the times students have complained like the paper is very lengthy and it is not possible to complete the paper in the stipulated time. So it is very important to do written practice during our study leave itself. One small tip to be followed while doing written practice is, suppose you are solving any question from accounting. Suppose you are preparing BRS itself and suppose you are solving from the study material. So what you can do is, first you can go through the previous year question paper or the mock test paper. By doing this you will get an idea as to for how much mark the question will be asked in the exam. And depending on how much mark the question is for, you will have to allocate a particular time when you are studying to practice that answer. And we have to keep a timer and we have to ensure we practice writing that answer within that stipulated time frame, and we have to anyhow complete that answer within that time. And after that you will have to compare your answer with the ICI study material or RTP MTP depending on whatever you are solving. And suppose if your final answer is not matching with the final answer as per ICI, you will have to check as to in which step you have gone wrong. And once you analyze this, you will have to practice writing that again. This way you will be able to enhance your writing speed. So in exam you will be able to write fast as well as legibly. And one more important point is to attempt the mock test papers. And there will be a few more tips for writing the mock test paper which we will discuss later on as we go and see the study plan. So now let's see this weekly plan. So first from week number 1 to week number 6, that is day 1 to day 42. So basically in these 6 weeks, what you will be doing is you will be having study round 1 and also you will be completing any pending classes. So let's see your study plan week by week. So this plan is starting from 22nd June. So from 22nd June to 28th June. So for the first 6 weeks, this will be your study routine. So you will be having 5 study slots here. In this slot 1 and slot 2 and then slot 4 and 5. These are for 3 hours each. And then you can see that slot number 3 is of 2 hours. So let's see what are the timing of these slots. So slot 1 is from 6 am to 9 am. Then slot 2 is from 9:30 am to 12:30 pm. Then slot number 3 will be from 1:30 pm to 3:30 pm. Then slot 4 will be from 4 pm to 7 pm. Then slot 5 will be from 8 pm to 11 pm. Request you all to kindly pause the video and note down this study plan as we are discussing it. So basically you can customize this study plan because some of us might like to study late at night. So you can keep some slots late in the night and you can start a bit late in the morning. But some important points when you're preparing a study plan is, to keep sufficient breaks between each slot so that you do not get bored of studying continuously throughout the day. And also there should be sufficient time for sleep as well, because in study leave also it's very important to catch up on 6 to 7 hours of sleep, because if you sleep well itself, in the next day you will be able to study well, your mind will be fresh and you will be able to grasp everything you study. And it is also very important to take care of your health also during the study leave. So for the first 6 weeks you will be having these 5 slots. Now let's see in the first week, that is 22nd June to 28th June. Here in slot 1 you will study business law. In slot 2 you will study quantitative aptitude. And in slot number 3 you will complete any pending classes. Then in slot 4 again you will study quantitative aptitude. And in slot 5 you will study business law. So basically for the first 6 weeks, this slot number 3 we have kept consistent. So most of you might be attending recorded lectures, right? So you can complete your pending classes in slot 3 every day. That is from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And the rest of the time you can allocate for study. So our aim should be by first 42 days you should complete any classes that you are having. And also we have tried to keep 2 subjects per day. And here if you see, business law is a like theory subject, and this quantitative aptitude is a practical subject. And again business law is descriptive paper and quantitative aptitude is MCQ based paper. So we have tried to group 2 different type of papers per day. So again we won't be bored, right, studying the same type of subject every day. Now we will see the plan of week 2. So week 2 from 29th June to 5th July. So here again in slot 1 you will study business law. In slot 2 you will study quantitative aptitude. In slot 4 you will study quantitative aptitude. And in slot 5 you will study business law. Then week number 3, 6th July to 12th July. So here you will study business economics in slot 1, and in slot 2 you will study accounting. And then in slot 4 again you will study accounting, and in slot 5 you will study business economics. So here also we have tried to group 2 subjects. So accounting is a practical subject and it is a descriptive paper, and business economics is again MCQ based. So now let's see week number 4. So week 4 from 13 July to 19 July. Here again in slot 1 you will study business economics. In slot 2 you will study accounting. In slot 4 again you will continue with accounting. And in slot 5 you will study business economics. Then we'll see week number 5. So from 20th July to 26th July. So here you will study business law in slot 1, quantitative aptitude in slot 2. You will continue with quantitative aptitude in slot 4. And in slot 5 again you will study business law. Now let's see week number 6. So week number 6 from 27 July to 2nd August. So in slot 1 you will study business economics. In slot 2 you will study accounting. In slot 4 again you will continue accounting. And in slot 5 you will study business economics. So basically for the first 6 weeks, following will be your routine. So for pending classes you will give 2 hours. Study time will be 12 hours. Break will be for 3 hours and sleeping time is for 7 hours. So basically the first 42 days, that is week 1 to week 6. Here you will have study round 1 plus you will be completing any pending classes. So this is the first part of your study plan. I hope you all have noted down the plan till here. So let's go ahead and see now. So now week number 7 and week number 8. That is days 43 to day 56. 14 days. So following will be your study routine for week number 7 and 8. So here also there will be 5 slots. So slot 1, 2, 3 and 4 are of 3 hours each and slot 5 is for 0.5 hours. So let's see the timing for this. So slot 1 is again from 6 am to 9 am. Slot 2 is from 9:30 am to 12:30 pm. Slot 3 is from 2 pm to 5 pm. Slot 4 is from 5:30 pm to 8:30 pm. And slot 5 is from 9:30 pm to 10 pm. So in week number 7, that is 3rd August to 9th August. So here you will be revising business law and quantitative aptitude. So in slot 1 you will revise business law. In slot 2 and slot 3 you will revise quantitative aptitude. And in slot 4 again you will revise business law. And in slot 5, which is of 0.5 hours, here you will be planning as to what you will study the next day. So this is also very important. In advance itself you can plan as to what you will study the next day. Now week number 8, 10th August to 16th August. So here you will revise business economics and accounting. So in slot 1 you will revise business economics. In slot 2 and slot 3 you will revise accounting. Then in slot 4 again you will continue with business economics. And in slot 5 you will plan for the next day. So basically in week 7 and 8 we will be starting revision. So first we will revise the chapters with highest weightage. So if you go to the BOS knowledge portal, there itself you can find the chapters which have highest weightage. So first you can revise those chapters and then you will be revising other chapters. However, we should not miss out on any chapter. And one more important point for week numbers 1 to 6 is, so here we can see that we have started studying all the subjects. So as we are aware that the passing criteria is 40 marks for each subject, but in aggregate we have to secure 50%. Hence we are starting all the subjects and we will be covering each subject in equal proportion. Because it shouldn't happen that suppose we start accounting first and 10 days we are spending on studying accounting itself. And then another 10 days we study business law. And by the time we reach the last subject, if there is no time left, at that time, in case we score less in this subject, it will be still considered fail. And also by the time we reach last subject, it might be possible that we might have forgotten what we had studied for the first subject. So an important strategy here is to start all the subjects together and then we have to complete each subject in equal proportion. Now coming back again to week 7 and week 8. So here, as I told before, we will be revising chapters with the highest weightage first. So planning time is 0.5 hours, study time is 12 hours per day, break is 3.5 hours per day and sleep time is 8 hours. Now let's go ahead. So week number 9, that is day 57 to day 63 for 7 days. So this is only 1 week. So here, let's see, for 17th August, 18th August and then 19th and 20th August. So for 17th and 18th August, you will be having 4 study slots. And these are the timing of the slots. 6 am to 9 am, slot number 1. Slot 2 will be from 9:30 am to 12:30 pm. Slot 3 will be from 2 pm to 5 pm. And slot 4 will be from 5:30 pm to 8:30 pm. And every slot here is for 3 hours each. So here for the first 2 slots, you will be revising these subjects. Like on 17th August, you will revise accounting, and on 18th, you will revise business law in slot 1 and slot 2. Then in slot number 3, you will attempt the mock test paper 1. Same way on 19th and 20th August, slot 1 and slot 2 timings are same, 6:30 to 9:30, and slot 2 9:30 to 12:30. So here you will be revising quantitative aptitude and business economics in both the slots, slot 1 and slot 2. And here slot 3 is for 2 hours only. So since the exam time for accounting and business law is 3 hours, for mock test paper for accounting and business law we have kept 3 hours. That is 2 to 5 p.m. same as the exam time. But for mock test paper of quantitative aptitude and business economics we will keep 2 hours only, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So here you will attempt the mock test paper. So basically these 4 days you will be attempting the mock test papers. And now some tips while attempting the mock test paper is, we have to try to complete the paper within the stipulated time, and also do not refer any notebook. Just like you are writing the real exam, you have to follow the same rules. Then in slot number 4, here you will be analyzing your answers of your mock test paper. So the ICI will host the answers of the mock test paper. So you will have to compare your answer with the ICI answer, and you have to see what has gone wrong, whether any presentation has to be improved or any conceptual clarity is required. You will analyze that and you will note it down in one place, because in the further revision, whatever analysis you have done, we will be incorporating that also. After attempting the mock test paper, you will continue with your revision again. So 21st August, 22nd August and 23rd August. Here again we have 5 study slots. So 4 slots of 3 hours each, and 5th slot is of 0.5 hours. So on 21st August you will revise business law and quantitative aptitude. In slot 1 you will revise business law, and in slot 2 and 3 you will revise quantitative aptitude. And in slot 4 again you will revise business law. And in slot 5 you will plan for the next day. Then 22nd August. Here you will revise business economics and accounting. In slot 1 you will revise business economics. In slot 2 and 3 you will revise accounting. In slot 4 again you will revise business economics. And in slot 5 you will plan for the next day. Then 23rd August. Here all the 4 subjects you will be revising. So slot 1 will be for business law, slot 2 for accounting, slot 3 for quantitative aptitude, and slot 4 for business economics. And 5th slot of 0.5 hours will be for planning for the next day. So basically in week 9, we would have spent by attempting the mock test paper 1, as well as we will be continuing the revision. So first you will be revising chapters with highest weightage, then we will attempt mock test paper 1, and then you will revise other chapters. Then let's see week 10 and week 11. So day 64 to day 77. Here also same, we have 5 study slots, out of which 4 slots are of 3 hours each, and 5th slot is of 0.5 hours. So in that 10th week, that is 24th August to 30th August. So here you will revise business law and quantitative aptitude. In slot 1 you will revise business law. In slot 2 and 3 you will revise quantitative aptitude. And in slot 4 you will revise business law again. And in slot 5 you will plan for the next day. Then 11th week. 31st August to 6th September. Here you will revise business economics and accounting. In slot 1 you will revise business economics. In slot 2 and 3 you will revise accounting. And in slot 4 you will revise business economics. And in slot 5 again you will plan for the next day. So in week 10 and 11 following will be the timings. Per day planning time will be 0.5 hours. Study time 12 hours, break 3.5 hours and sleeping time will be 8 hours. So in week number 10 and 11, the aim should be to revise the remaining chapters. So whatever remaining pending chapters are there, you will be revising here. Now let's go ahead with the plan. Now we will see week number 12. That is day 78 to day 84. So week 12. So here on 7th and 8th September and 9th and 10th September. So here on these 4 days we have 4 study slots. So here in slot 1 and slot 2 you will be revising each of the subject. That is on 7th you will revise accounting, on 8th you will revise business law, on 9th you will revise quantitative aptitude and on 10th you will revise business economics. Then in slot 3 you will be attempting the mock test paper. So series 2 you will be attempting. And for mock test paper series 2 also you have to follow the same rules that we discussed when we discussed about the mock test paper series 1. And then in slot 4 you will be analyzing your answers just like you did previously. Then on 11th, 12th and 13th September, so on these 3 days you will have 5 study slots, 4 slots of 3 hours each and 5th study slot of 0.5 hours, which is for planning for the next day. So let's see now on 11th September, you will revise business law and quantitative aptitude. So in slot 1 you will revise business law, in slot 2 and 3 you will revise quantitative aptitude and in slot 4 you will revise business law again. Then on 12th September, you will revise business economics and accounting. So in slot 1, you will revise business economics and in slot 2 and 3, you will revise accounting and in slot 4, again you will revise business economics. And then on 13th September, here you will be revising all the 4 subjects. In slot 1, you will revise business law, in slot 2, accounting, in slot 3, quantitative aptitude and in slot 4, business economics. So in week 12, the aim will be to attempt mock test paper 2 and complete your revision. So you will continue and you will be completing your revision here. So now going to week number 13. Now only 2 days will be left. That is day 85 and day 86. So from 14th September, 14th and 15th September, you will start studying for paper 1 accounting. So it is better to start studying early for the first paper because this will increase your confidence and it will also help you build momentum for the remaining exams as well. So I hope you all have noted down this study plan. And guys, that's your complete 12-week roadmap to ace the CA Foundation exam. We dedicated slots for pending classes, revision and 2 rounds of mock test as well. You will not only cover the syllabus but also build the confidence to perform under exam pressure. So if you found this planner helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more CA preparation strategies and study tools. All the best for your preparation. Stay disciplined and stay focused. And I will see you all in the next video.